Hi everyone! Thanks for joining me while we kayak the shores of this beautiful wildlife refuge while we talk about fear. Fear is something that's always gotten the best of me. People may not think so looking at me from their perspective. I'm adventurous and outspoken, and I'm active, and I'm up for anything. That's all true, except for the things that I don't tell anybody about. My biggest fears, my most paralyzing fears, are those in which I don't share with anyone. I hold my cards close to my chest, and I'm not the type that appears scared or the type that would verbalize my fears or anxieties or worries. Unfortunately, those things that I'm most fearful of are the things that mean the most to me. And if I told you, you'd think, well, it's silly because they may seem like little things to you, things that I shouldn't be afraid of. People would think that I'm over emotional or irrational if I told them, so I keep them to myself. You can never judge anybody about what they're fearful. That's because you don't know what their fear is rooted in, what past traumas or situations could have sparked that fear that you see as irrational, but that they see as a mountain. My problem is that I shied away from many things in my life that I've wanted to do or things that I wanted to pursue because of that fear. I did, however, once give a teenager I knew some incredible advice. Unfortunately, it was not advice that I was willing to take myself, but it did change her life. She told me once that she wanted to try out for her high school play, and I asked her why she wasn't, and then she said it to me. I'm afraid. So I said to her, "So what?" She just stared at me. So what? So what my friends could laugh at me? So what my family could laugh at me? So what the judges could tell me how much I suck? What if I'm awful? So I asked her, so what? So what if they think that you suck, or if they laugh at you? The day after they do that, they'll forget all about it. They won't give you a second thought, and you shouldn't let them live rent-free in your head because they told you you suck. So what's the worst thing that could happen if you tried and you were bad? You felt bad for a day, you'd go get some ice cream and watch a sad movie and have a good cry. When it's done, you have to tell yourself, so what? She came to me a few months later and told me that my advice had had a huge effect on her, even though I would have never known it from the moment when we had the original conversation. But you guessed it. She tried out for the play and she actually got a big part. She just went in there with a so what attitude. I went to see the play and she really was amazing. I can't figure out what it is that there are some things in life where I can take my own advice, but there are a lot of things that I can't. The things, like I said, that mean a lot to me. I was letting the fear dictate my life, and this led to me living with regrets. Is that what I really wanted for myself? I couldn't understand why I couldn't just say so what all the time. So I finally got to a point where I said no. It was just enough. And I finally realized that the people in my past who said things that paralyzed me from doing the things that I love the most weren't what I thought they were to me or who they should have been in my life. Turns out that they were just small and insecure. And it was easy for them to handle their own failures or insecurities by belittling somebody else and making them feel small too. I think that's what was happening when people were supposed to be the most supportive in my life, but yet they were anything but. Sorry to say that I fell for it many times, and I stopped myself from doing the things that counted the most to me. It was with time and wisdom, a lot of wisdom and grace, that I finally had my aha moment. When I finally got my courage and decided not to care what anybody else would think, and I began to pursue the things that I was afraid of. I learned that sometimes in life you just need to say, so what, and embrace life and to not worry about what others say or think. And someone does. I found that the best way to handle their cutting words or their laughter is just to stare back at them and laugh at them, or to stare back at them in silence. The one thing that an insecure person hates when they're trying to be powerful over someone is to see that they didn't get under their skin. I also learned another valuable lesson that helped me face my fears when it came to the big things. Not just something small like singing out loud or badly to the radio or dancing in front of people. But I heard a quote, it was Denzel Washington, and he said, "Don't tell people what you are going to do. Tell them what you've done." Hearing that kind of rounded out my journey to heal my fears. There's some things that I've decided that I can just do and not worry about what people think. But there's other things that I want to pursue where I'm just not going to tell people that I think could bring me down until I'm ready. Once people see your success, they'll never have the opportunity to laugh at you or belittle you or tell you that you can't do that or you're not good enough or it's a silly idea. Or even if they do, so what? Just show them silence to know that they can't stop you from doing what brings you joy. But what if you do fail? So you're the only one that will know. But again, it doesn't have to be a big accomplishment. If you keep on despite the laughing or the words, those people will eventually cower to you. At least you had the courage to do what made you feel good. I did regret that I did not learn these lessons earlier. Then I just stopped myself and just felt grateful that at least I finally got it. Fear can be paralyzing. It's it's the first step to facing what scares you that's the hardest though. But I've learned that what's more paralyzing is living a life that's unfulfilled. We cannot let fear dictate our future, and we cannot let fear make our decisions for us. I realize that I choose to pick that scary first step over living an unrealized life. I still have some fears to overcome, but I'm finally on the path to doing it. I hope these tricks that I've learned help you in some way.